No, thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and thou set thy nest among the stars. Thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh.
You know how he even set himself among the stars, man. That's why he got all them different space stations, different space stations, and what else? Different satellites, all up there. So he tell you he put his nest amongst the stars, man.
Right, exactly. And hey, it just goes directly into it. Like it said, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
And it's like it. And when you go into nest, go ahead, talk about it. I'm gonna get it.
Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, caves, like the brother said. That's the caves, man. Or you said preach, but it's caves though. You know, the cavemen. They tell you of their own admission. They came from the Caucasus Mountains. When you go into Job, where is it in Job 20? Can't remember, but Job 30. It tells you that they was chased into the mountains, man. They was chased from among men to dwell in the clefts of the rocks, man, in the caves of the earth. So, hey, the Bible depicts their history, and they also admit out of their own mouths that they are the cavemen. You know, so when we go into this to get their identity, right here, Job 30 and 5, they were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief, to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys and in the caves of the earth and in the rocks. So these so-called white people, these Edomites, they were chased out into the caves, man, because they were thieves, they were vile people, sleeping with dogs. You know what I'm saying? They were beastly men. So they were chased away from civilized society, which is the dark nations that existed at that time, up into the caves, man. And that's where they even tell you their lineage is from, the Caucasus Mountains, man, of Georgia, Russia. Okay? That's where Caucasians came from.
Yes.
By their own admission and classification. They are the cavemen. All right? Which is why they are so beastly. The Most High put them in rulership as a punishment unto us, man. You know? He have set up over the earth the basest man on the planet Earth. The most lowest vibration human being that can possibly exist. The Most High put him at the top. Why? Because the people that's supposed to be at the top did wickedness. They learned the ways of the other nations, which is us, man. The so-called Black, Latinos, and Native Americans. We start taking on other customs when the Most High gave us laws. And you know what? He said, instead of having y'all at the top, I'm going to put y'all at the bottom, man. I'm going to show y'all what it's really like. Since y'all want to be like these little niggas that I created to be your servants, I'm going to let you be a servant.
And that's why the world is like it is today.
That's why, because guess the true rulers are not ruling and not executing the
I understand that.
You got Carter or something, bro? Like Facebook?
You have to check us out on Facebook. Not on Facebook, on YouTube.
YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube. I'll tell you that when you pull your phone out, I'll tell you my website. Hey, if this truth resonates with you, then hey, you know, you have to quit eating pork, man. It's against the Most High. But the so-called black,
I be trying, bro.
It ain't good for you, bro.
It don't feel good eating it, bro.
Right. Hey, I know it tastes good, but hey, you gotta, some of the best things that taste good are the worst for you, man. Pork, shrimp, all that bullshit.
Cause they got turkey pepperoni too, bro.
Right. You can make your own piece.
Fire. Hey, the Lord's so beautiful and merciful. He gave us different things that we can substitute for that's still good.
Yep. That's exactly right.
I've been looking for them damn things, bro.
Yeah,
because I know the older I get, bro, the more, man, I'm
turkey
fucked up, bro.
You get turkey pepperoni at Aldi's, man.
Go word?
Yeah. Like $1, $2.
Yeah, no. You ever heard of the Hebrew Israelites?
The what?
Of the Hebrew Israelites. No. Well, the so-called Black, Latinos, and Native Americans, we are the children of Israel. All right? There's some icons down there showing you and depicting biblical images of so-called black people, which is us, man. This is our heritage, not a white man's book. They took it, they gave you a false narrative, and so now our people don't believe in their history now. We the only group of people that don't have our own history, but it's right here. The Most High has it for us. We calling ourselves everything but the Israelites.
Go to Deuteronomy 28.
Yeah, bro. What's the YouTube?
I'll put it in for you. Go to Deuteronomy 28:37. We want to read you these two scriptures real quick.
All right, Deuteronomy 28. and 37.
Let Daniela read his first. 17 and 4. You can.
Jeremiah 17 and 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
Right. So that's it on that part, right? So the Most High caused us to forget that we was the Israelites. And now where we at? We serving our enemies, man. You know, the people that have done us the worst are the people we got to kiss ass, basically, to get anything we want. Even in this chapter that I'm about to read to you, it says you shall go to your enemy in want of all things, in nakedness, in hunger, and in thirst. You want water, you got to go to the so-called white man system. You want clothes, you got to go to the so-called white man. Even if you see a boutique that's owned by a so-called black person, where they get the textile fabrics from.
Bring it out, bro.
All right, they get it from the so-called white man. So let's read it. Deuteronomy 28.
Thank you, fam.
Yeah, sure. Deuteronomy 28 and 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whether the Yahweh shall lead thee.
Right, so among all these different nations around the world, what do we call? Niggas, savages, monkeys, black, African American, Latino, Mexican, Indians, all these different names, but are true names of 20 different tribes.
And that's
the
what
Negroes ain't called the tribe of Judah as the father gave them.
And that's
right?
what that's
the Puerto Ricans name ain't called Ephraim as the name of the Lord gave them, and they call Puerto Ricans, which goes back to the Puerto Riches. You know,
rich port.
African American go back to two different people with two conquerors of two different continents.
Right.
Amerigo Vespucci, right? Charles Moore, and Leo Scipio Africanus, which was a Roman general that defeated Hannibal in the Second Punic War. Two different people. We ain't African American, man. But that's the proverb and the byword that have been placed on us for our disobedience. One of the curses that's placed on us for one of our disobedience to the Heavenly Father.
Right. And also it goes, it says you shall become an astonishment and a proverb. And he went into the byword part.
Yeah.
And so we in astonishment. When we come around, people start acting different. Oh man, wait a minute. It's the niggers. Look, it's a nigger here. You go into an area where black folks ain't common. Oh man, they look at you like you got two raccoons upside your head, man. Like something wrong with you. Also, when it says you shall become a proverb. So what's a proverb? It's a saying. You know, like in the movies, they be like, oh, Chinese proverb. A man that do this, you know what I'm saying, right? In those old kung fu movies. So they got different sayings that come with us. Okay, niggas don't work. Niggas is lazy. Niggas gonna leave their children. You know what I'm saying? So those are proverbs that have been tied to our people. And it ain't just us, it's the Latinos and Native Americans as well. You know, Native Americans are drunkards, or their women are prostitutes. These different things are proverbs, are sayings that have been tied to us because of the curses that have been put on us. You know what I'm saying? Because we did not follow the ways of the Most High.
I'm gonna check y'all out though. I gotta get to work.
Sure.
Right, bro.
Thanks, yo. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, you good, bro.
Go ahead, finish what you were saying.
Yeah, so hey, you know, that's basically what we was going into, man. These different proverbs and these different sayings have been placed upon us for our wickedness, man.
Right. And really, we the true princes and kings and princesses of the earth, man. Right. You know, well, starting for the men that's ruling, you know, but our women is the daughter of Zion, right? The princesses. Hey, y'all above all these women of these other nations, man.
Right.
Us men, we above all these nations, man.
Yep.
We supposed to hold ourselves in that like manner.
Yep.
You see, as kings, as priests. You see, hey, but guess what? The Lord is restoring all things. You know, building it up as the days of old, man. You see, that's why you see the different men out here teaching. We leave it and left off from our old ways that we was taught here in America, Babylon, and Great. That was completely wrong. Give me 2 Peter 2 and 9. This is the first Peter and 2 Peter 2 and 9. That's why you see the changes that are being made, man. But this is all through the Spirit of the Lord that's making these changes.
And it's a necessary change, man.
Necessary change.
You have to repent from your old ways, man. You know? Leave off from thy sins to meddle with them no more. You see? That's the only way to gain repentance.
1 Peter 2 and 9. First
Or
Peter
salvation.
2 and 9.
You gotta repent, and then the rest is covered by Yahweh Shai.
Right. I just wanted to get the scripture to back us up.
Yeah, we can let them get the scripture. We'll close out. We'll move closer to the camera.
This is 1 Peter 2 and 9. but ye are a chosen generation.
See that? You are a chosen generation. Who? The Israelites. We're that chosen generation. You see? Hey, from the Old Testament to the New Testament, it's repetitive. It's speaking the same thing, man. You see? The Lord didn't change.
Right. And the elect of the Israelites are that chosen generation.
Right. You know, I mean, yeah, starting with the elect. Okay? Because all Israel gonna be saved, man. All Israel gonna be in the kingdom, but all Israel ain't gonna be in that
in the chariot.
chiefly ruling seat. Even though y'all going to still rule over these other nations as well, but y'all not going to be, you know,
fellow heirs with Yahweh Shah.
In a government position. That's right.
It says here, a royal priesthood.
We a royal priesthood. You see? Not these fake Catholic people you see running around the world molesting all these little boys and stuff. No, that's us, man. We're the true royal people, man.
Right.
We're the true people that got that royal bloodline. Go ahead.
And holy nation.
A holy nation.